Hey, run that shit up, Trace.
What's good? What's good? Welcome to the Rated R show, man. It's Rated R in the morning. If you're just now getting here, you know exactly what to do. Hit that like, share the live, baby. It's Rated R in the morning. Let's go. Y'all hit that like and share the live, baby. Welcome to the Rated R show. It's Rated R in the morning. Unleashing the cat. We're going to talk about the interviews that has set off 2024. Go ahead and get your sack. Roll it up. It's time to wake and bake. Smokers is up by 50 million. Hey, hit that like and share the live, baby. Welcome to the Rated R show. It's Rated R in the morning.
We smoking on. We smoking on. We smoking on. We smoking smoking on. Hey, hey. We 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 smoking on anxiety. Hey, we about to get it poppin'. Hey, hey, oh. It's the remix, so like that fire to this. Rolling to that loud shit, I got the world up on it. I'm on, yeah, yeah, I'm on. Smoking on exotic, yeah, I blow it by the zone. In the club, sipping on Patron. Looking at a bad bitch I wanna take home. Exotic chicks, exotic whips. This is so good it make you wanna do exotic shit. So break it down, roll it up, pass it around, smoke it up. Exotic be that good shit. Let's get high as fuck. Rated R, the superstar. California Kush, you can bump this in your car. Superman high, get you higher than the star. Never heard the loud sound quite like Rated R. We getting dirty, man. Filthy rich. Got my hands on that lime green sticky shit, so break it down, roll it up, pass it around, smoke it up. Exotic, 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 and exotic. Hey, we about to get it poppin'. Hey, oh, it's the remix, so like that fire to this. Rollin' to that loud shit, I got the world up on it. Exotic, hey, we about to get it poppin'. Hey, oh, it's the remix, so like that fire to this.
Yeah.
Rollin' to that loud shit, I got the world up on it.
I've been smoking all day. I'm smelling so exotic. That butt come in a bottle, cause that butt smelling so toxic. Break it, stuff it in a blunt. I be blowing on that OG. You know I fuck with Keisha. Ask, I bet she say she know me. My weed man so awesome. That power pack really cost him. I get it for the LO. Sergeant finna cop 'em. Exotic weeds, exotic drinks. We fucked up, we finna party. Rated R, hit big sauce. Keep cool and smoking Molly, bitch.
We smoking on exotic. Hey, we about to get it poppin'. Hey, oh, it's the remix, so like that fire to this. Rollin' to that loud shit, I got the world up on this. Exotic. Hey, we about to get it poppin'. Hey, oh, it's the remix, so like that fire to this. Rollin' to that loud shit, I got the world up on it. Exotic, 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 exotic.
Wilby.
Fuck that man.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to the Rated R show, man. It's Rated R in the morning. We over here on the new channel, totally unrated. If you're just now getting here, please hit that like. You can subscribe if you want to. But this is Rated R in the morning, and we are here to unleash the cat. And what I mean by unleashing the cat, we are going to be talking about the interviews that seem to have gotten the internet in an uproar. And I'm talking about we're just 13 days into the new year, and the legendary Cat Williams has the internet in a cobra clutch hold. Hey, hit that like and share the live, baby.
Get off your chest.
No.
You wanted to set the record straight.
Winners are not allowed to allow losers to rewrite history. I don't say any of these things if my name is not breached by these people on your platform. If you give a liar a platform to lie, then I'm not being messy by saying, hold on, that never happened, it's untrue, and there are hundreds of witnesses for each thing I'm saying.
So let me ask. Get off your chest.
No.
You wanted to set the record straight.
Winners are not allowed to allow losers to rewrite history. I don't say any of these things if my name is not breached by these people on your platform.
Get off your chest.
No.
You wanted to set the record straight.
Winners are not allowed to allow losers to rewrite history. I don't say any of these things if my name is not breached by these people on your platform. If you give a liar a platform to lie, then I'm not being messy by saying, hold on, that never happened, it's untrue, and there are hundreds of witnesses for each thing I'm saying.
So let me ask.
Now, Shannon Sharp, legendary NFL Hall of Famer, got a chance to sit down with the comedian Cat Williams. And I watched that interview in its entirety. I actually watched it a couple of times. And it was a unfiltered, seemed to be moment of truth. A lot of, I don't want to necessarily say controversy moments, but it was a lot of highlights within Shannon's interview, the Shay Shay Club's interview with Cat Williams, that seemed to have caused a frenzy in the entertainment world, the social media world, and ever since the interview came out with the Shay Shay Club, Shannon Sharp, and Cat Williams, I mean, the internet has been lit. I mean, I think that interview is somewhere near 50 million views. Okay. And of course, um, legendary hip hopper Willie D from the group Ghetto Boys did a interview as well with Cat Williams. And I think that's been doing good numbers for himself. But it's been some backlash um, on both interviews. Willie D's different, and I know Willie D has he's open, he spoke out about it. But I watched both interviews, and I want to say shout out to both of the hosts for sitting down with the legendary comedian Cat Williams, um, and allowing him to speak and um, to try to pick and choose the side of who you want to believe, or the controversies and the things that Cat Williams has been putting out there. I try to stay away from the debates. You know what I mean? Because it doesn't do nothing but stir up more unwanted controversy moments. But I want to say, through it all, one voice that I felt like really mattered, and that voice had to come from the legendary, and most people call him the king of comedy, Bernie Mac. Bernie Mac's daughter actually came out and had a say with the things that Cat Williams was referring to on the Shannon Sharp show, and uh, it seemed to me that some things that she was putting out there, she was agreeing with Cat Williams on, and from that point right there, you have to take that in consideration. Now, I don't know if it has ruffled people's feathers because of some things that is being brought up from the past, and I keep trying to tell people, in order to get to the future the way that you want to, sometimes you have to confront things from the past, and I will give you a few examples here in a moment. But the Cat Williams interview has been the blazing 2024 trending topic on social media and YouTube and everywhere you see them talking about it. And not only are they talking about the interviews, they're talking about the things that Cat was speaking of in the interviews. Now, um, outside of that, you could, if you use your common sense, you could have gained a lot of knowledgeable points from the interviews. A lot of knowledgeable points. Besides just listening to the parts where you feel like it was controversial when he was, speaking on certain people. Now, I know that outside of that, a lot of rebuttals, a lot of responses have came out towards Cat's interview. And now you have to use your common sense, use your mind, because we don't understand something. Comedians are very talented, gifted, and um, they're thinkers too. They're strategically thinkers. I'm talking about people, comedians who really take their craft serious. You know what I'm saying? It's no different from any other art, whether it's music or even drawing art. You know what I'm saying? So it's a craft. So you have to understand the things that uh, a true comedian, when they're on stage, they're doing their stand up, or even when they're on screen, they still put themselves in a position to deliver a message, right? Seriously. One thing I can say about Cat Williams is that each stand-up that he has brought forth, he brings his own style of the truth. And when I say own style, a style that relates to the people that have, that has become his fan base. And that's with anybody, right? That's with anybody. So, you have to look at it from that standpoint. You know what I'm saying? That they have a responsibility as well in this art form to not only just tell jokes and make people laugh, but also deliver a message. And to each person that's in that field, it's up in the air to determine what that message is. Because I cannot tell you what their message is. But following you know, Cat Williams, in the comedian field, he has definitely shed light on a lot of things that, he has seen over the years, especially in Hollywood. He has brought those things in his stand-up routine. So it's a lot of things that's just he keeps current. So I guess as a comedian, when you see the type of work ethic that he puts into his stand-up and keeps it current with current times, yes, you can tell a person has been working on their craft. You know what I'm saying? Because even during hard times, with the country going through, even as a comedian, even as a musician, that takes their role serious, you're gonna, you know, fathom some things in your craft to gear around what's going on at that moment in time. So it's not unrealistic for me to see that that's the type of brand that Cat Williams has. You know what I'm saying? So I respect that. Now, like I said, I know a lot of people has been in their feelings about the interviews and the things he said and all that. And what I want to do is I want to, talk about the the comparisons of the interview. Now, first of all, I just want to say straight out the bat, uh, Shannon Sharp, SHAYSHAYCLUB interview with Cat Williams, I believe was his longest interview. It was his 102nd interview on his platform. I want to say it was the longest. It was almost 3 hours long, and it's definitely the most viewed interview on his platform. So on that note, I want to say shout out to Shannon Sharp. Not only do I want to give this brother his flowers for that interview, he acknowledges that he is not a journalist. He has indeed created what seems to be a safe space for people to come and have a conversation. Now, the things that you guys know that Cat Williams talked about, those are the things that he said. And I don't know what he always referring to. I haven't seen every interview that Shannon Sharp and the SHAYSHAYCLUB has done, but I do know that Shannon Sharp acknowledges that he's not a professional journalist or anything like that, even though to me, he is a sports journalist. I mean, he knows the sport that he comes from, so it's like second nature to him. So you have to respect that. I have tuned in to Shannon Sharp on Undisputed with Skip, with a little bit with First Take with Stephen A, and that is just something that seems to be natural to him. So at the end of the day, when you see the way the interview was conducted, man, he conducted it as if he has been a journalist for years. And that says a lot compared to some other jabronis that's been out here calling themselves journalists. But look, we'll get back to that. If you're just now tuning in, hey, welcome to the Rated R show. It's Rated R in the morning. And we're going to get back to this Unleashing the Cat here in a moment. What I need you to do is hit that like, share the live, and I'll be right back.
You're saying everything they said in that documentary about you is not true.
They are lying on me.
You are supporting a pedophile.
Black girls matter.
Nothing good about me. I'm just a child molester. The devil.
Shut him down. Oh!
Come on, guys. As long as my breath is going in and out, you know, I try to, even when I get ready to complain, I think about that and I say, you know what? I ain't gonna even say nothing. I just breathe, baby. I breathe on these niggas, you heard me? 20-some women trapped in my house in the basement in Atlanta. Well, first of all, my house in Atlanta doesn't even have a fucking basement. This is my story. The only thing I could do is say what's real and say what's on my heart and give it to y'all like y'all want it. You want the truth. You ain't even got an education. You didn't even graduate from high school. You don't even really read, you know, and all of this old shit they told me. And I started believing that shit, man. Just something in me kept calling and shit. My heart was pumping this shit. It was pumping this shit. Hey fans, how y'all doing? It's your boy Kels. I love y'all. Thanks for supporting me for the last 30 years of my career. I'm very appreciative of that, and just you guys have kept me humble, kept me grounded, and kept me putting out this music for you guys. You guys inspired me to do it, so I'm gonna do it until you say don't do it no more. Don't say that though. If I met your daughter and I took your daughter out and she was of age, what the fuck am I gonna do?
Everybody, put your hands to the sky.
You ain't got no money? Shit. Sue R. Kelly.
Mute R. Kelly.
You are controlling, that you are abusive, that you tell women when to eat, when to go to the bathroom, when they can sleep, where they can dress.
I know y'all know that shit is ridiculous, but the crazy shit is motherfuckers, stupid motherfuckers want to believe this shit.
That shouldn't be happening.
Every level there's another devil. Whoever you are right now looking at me in my eyes, look in my fucking eyes, okay? I don't give a fuck about this fame shit. I'm a real motherfucker. My main goal is to unconfuse the world about R. Kelly. Say what I feel, keep it real, say what I feel. You don't know me. You ain't never been in my house. You ain't never been in my bedroom. So you cannot judge me.
Welcome back to the Rated R show, man. It's Rated R in the morning, man. And we talking about the interview that just keeps being talked about. It is the most viewed interview so far in 2024, uh, featuring the comedian Cat Williams. Smokers is up by 50 million. If you're just now getting here, hit that like. You can share the live. And hey, hit that subscribe if you want. But before I dive back into that, I want to let you guys know that it is NFL playoff weekend, right? My Dallas Cowboys play tomorrow against the Green Bay Packers. And I'm trying to tell you that's going to be exciting. Play at 4 o'clock. I hope you guys are rooting for your teams this weekend. And that's all I got in my NFL news. Also, I want to give a shout out to the Chicago Bulls. Now, the Chicago Bulls last night had a game against the Golden State Warriors, and yes, they lost. The score, I believe, was 141 to 130. Shout out to DeMar DeRozan, dropped 39 points last night. Kobe White and Zach LaVine, a quarter apiece. They dropped. Hold on, guys. Zach LaVine and Kobe White, they dropped 25 apiece. But it wasn't enough to go against the Golden State Warriors. I believe Golden State dropped like 48 points in one quarter. But the reason why I want to give a shout out to the Chicago Bulls is because they have been fighting. They have been fighting, man, to get back to 500, the 500 mark with their record. They are sitting at in ninth place in the Eastern Conference with a record of 18 and 22. And matter of fact, that's their record was almost similar to Golden State. I think Golden State was 17 coming in at 17 and 20. So I want to let you know that even some of the powerhouse teams in the league, around the league, especially the Los Angeles Lakers, who features Anthony Davis and LeBron James, they are in the middle of the pack with their record. Golden State, middle of the pack with their record, even with the all-star caliber team that they have. Even though I know Draymond Green did not play last night. So, and he's been missing in action for a few games since, his suspension. So I look for things to start turning up in the NBA as we are approaching the All-Star break. And, let's not forget, last year, the Bulls acquired Patrick Beverly after the All-Star break. And they went on a ferocious run to where they got into the play-in tournament. They played against the Miami Heat. And, of course, they lost by a few possessions. But the storyline is that the Miami Heat was in the play-in tournament themselves and went all the way to the NBA Finals. Now, I got to say, I'm not a player for the Chicago Bulls, but I got to say, if I was a Chicago Bull player, a Chicago Bull coach, that is in the back of my mind. Now, I'm hoping that the Chicago Bulls can continue to climb, to get that record better, to get in a better seating position to where they don't have to worry about the play-in. If they can get in that final NBA spot, that final playoff spot by the time the end of the regular season gets here, that will probably be a good thing for them. But they will have to go on a tremendous winning streak to turn some things around. And let me tell you, the Chicago Bulls have definitely showed that they can get streaky. I think earlier in the season they had a 4 or 5 game winning streak. And I think before last night they was just on a 3 or 4 game winning streak. So they can definitely get hot and get streaky. And I'm trying to tell you, that Kobe White, I'm trying to tell you, he is having a breakout season, and he is proving himself each and every game. And all I'm gonna keep telling you guys is to keep taking it one game at a time. Keep taking it one game at a time, because that's all it's gonna take. You cannot look into the. You can look into the future, of sure. You can look into the future, but as it pertains to sports, you got to take it one game at a time. Even as it pertains to my Dallas Cowboys in the NFL, they know they're in a position where they must take it one game at a time. Because one game at a time, one possession at a time, those terms is most indeed important when it comes down to sports. And I want to let everybody know that I do plan to start covering a little bit of this new football league that's coming up. The season starts March 30th, the UFL. And that looks very exciting. They've merged two football programs, the USFL and XFL. They merged them, and it's called the United Football League, UFL. The season starts March 30th. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm kind of excited about it. I don't even know the team names yet. I don't. I really don't. But I'm excited that we still get to get some football in the springtime. We definitely do. But look, this is what I want to do. I want to hit the reset for a moment. Hey, give you a little laughter break. Hey, this is a throwback right here featuring another legendary comedian. Y'all seen it before. Hey, but it's probably going to be fresh over here on the Totally Unrated channel. Hey, hit that like, share the live, baby. It's Rated R in the morning.
Sir, is it true you were a crack cocaine dealer for 7 years?
I plead the fifth.
Sir, will you tell us about the cartels you dealt with in your time as a crack cocaine dealer?
No, but I can tell you that I plead the fifth.
Exactly how much money did you earn in your time as a crack cocaine dealer?
I said there are so many amendments in the Constitution of the United States of America. I can only choose one. I can only choose one. I plead the fifth. I plead the fifth. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Anything you say, fifth. Go ahead, ask me a question.
Did you?
Fifth. I have a secret document that I think you need to say.
That'll be all, sir. Good afternoon.
I got your sentence reduced to a month, buddy.
2024. On my life, grinding on my life. Sacrifice, hustle, pay the price. One slice, got the blood dice. That's why all my life I've been grinding on my life.
Welcome back to the Rated R Show. It's Rated R in the morning. And we talking about the interviews. The interviews of Katt Williams, hosted by Shannon Sharp, and the interview that was hosted by Willie D. And I'm right here. I'm on YouTube right now. Willie D has right at about 5.5 million. on his views with his interview with Cat Williams. And Shannon Sharp, the SHAYSHAYCLUB. Let's go to you right now. Now, this is not including the clips that are out there. So it pushes the number really past 50 million. But the SHAYSHAYCLUB interview, 46 million. 46 million views on the SHAYSHAYCLUB with the Cat Williams interview. So you got 46 million plus 5.5. Hey, Smokers is up over 50 million. Hey, if you know what it is, hey, hit that like and share the live, baby. The Smokers is up 50 million.
We smoking on. We smoking on. We smoking on. We smoking on. Hey, hey. 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 We smoking on anxiety. Hey, we about to get it poppin'. Hey, hey, oh, it's the remix, so like that fire to this. Rolling to that loud shit, I got the world up on it. I'm on, yeah, yeah, I'm on. Smoking on exotic, yeah, I blow it by the zone. In the club, sipping on Patron. Looking at a bad bitch I wanna take home. Exotic chicks, exotic whips. This is so good it make you wanna do exotic shit. So break it down, roll it up, pass it around, smoke it up. Exotic, be that good shit. Let's get high as fuck. Rated R, the superstar. California Kush, you can bump this in your car. Superman high, get you higher than the star. Never heard the loud sound quite like Rated R. We getting dirty, man. Filthy rich. Got my hands on that lime green sticky shit, so break it down, roll it up, pass it around, smoke it up. Exotic, 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 and exotic. Hey, we about to get it poppin'. Hey, oh, it's the remix, so like that fire to this. Rolling to that loud shit, I got the world up on this. Exotic. Hey, we about to get it poppin'. Hey, oh, it's the remix, so like that fire to this. Yeah. Rolling to that loud shit, I got the world up on it.
I've been smoking all day. I'm smelling so exotic. That butt come in a bottle, cause that butt smelling so toxic. Breaking stuff it in a blunt. I be blowing on that OG. You know I fuck with Keisha. Ask, I bet she say she know me. My weed man so awesome. That power pack belly cost him. I get it for the LO. Sergeant finna cop him. Exotic weeds, exotic drinks. We fucked up, we finna party. Rated R, hit big sauce. Keep cool and smoking Molly, bitch.
We smoking on exotic. Hey, we about to get it poppin'. Hey, oh, it's the remix, so like that fire to this. Rolling to that loud shit, I got the world up on this. Exotic. Hey, we about to get it poppin'. Hey, oh, it's the remix, so like that fire to this. Rolling to that loud shit, I got the world up on it. Exotic, 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 exotic.
It's the Rated R show. Rated R in the morning. Smokers is up over 50 million. Now, As I was saying, the interview that got the internet
the other side of Kirk Franklin brain.
in a frenzy.
This is the record 2024.
Yeah. It's 2024, man. We just now 13 days into the new year, and the internet has been on fire by, number one, the interview that kicked off 2024 over on the Club Shay Shay. It's at 46 million. And then last week, of course, you guys know that Willie D did a interview with Katt Williams, and the controversial moments with the interviews that seems to be people talking about is the questions that he asked, as it referred to the Club Shay Shay interview. And a lot of people were saying that it was stale. A lot of people just had a lot of ignorant things to say about the Willie D interview. Now, being that Katt Williams is been a hot topic going into the new year, like I said, it has been a lot of chatter amongst people, as he spoke about a few things on Club Shay Shay. So here's one of the responses right here.
Are you related to Luda? No. So there was a crossroads.
Good morning, Frankie and Johnny.
To an Illuminati thing, and it had to be one or the other of us, and decisions had to be made. So it was both of us. We were equal. One of us had to cut off all their hair and couldn't do the sideburn thing no more with the points. And the next person, they said, was going to get $200 million because they were going to pay him $10 million a movie to do 20 movies. And that's how the conversation happens. One of those persons.
So this was a ludicrous response to Katt Williams, and of course, he had did a freestyle, and everybody, was talking about that for a little bit. And of course, Katt Williams spoke about a lot of different people on the interview with Club Shay Shay and Shannon Sharp. One of the things that he spoke about was the role on next Friday with Money Mike and Ricky Smiley. And that right there, you had the legendary Ice Cube, come out and speak and clear the air about some things. And of course, everyone has the right to audition for a role. But let's just keep it real. That movie is done and over with. I don't know why the stories came out the way that they did. It was a great movie, classic movie. And this is one thing that was intriguing from Katt Williams. Just take a listen.
You be willing to do another Friday? King already asked me to write it. I was supposed to have been writing it. This is what these guys are mad about. Like, we lost some great people before this movie could come out regardless. Right. And so, yes, there desperately needs to be one. But We miss John Witherspoon in a way that can't really be quantified, if I'm being honest with you. And the Chris Tucker that we got now.
I think another Friday movie would be classic. I really actually think that the series could go further. And I'm going to tell you the reason why. When you take a look at the young product, the young actors such as Ice Cube's son, O'Shea Jackson Jr., and you look at another up and coming comedian of a DC Young Fly. When you look at those two and you put them together, I can visualize in the future a Friday series continuing with those two. Now, the landscape of how entertainment is, and this is my idea to Ice Cube. If you were to continue this series with Friday, I would think that you should do a limited series on a platform that can feature your son and DC Young Fly playing as Craig and Smokey. Or my thing is, if you was to do a Last Friday movie, I mean, it would take away from doing the series idea, but you could kind of introduce, which we already know Ice Cube's son has been on screen before. So, but he could be introduced in the Friday franchise as your actual son from the previous relationship you had in the original Friday movie. And somehow, if I don't know if Chris Tucker is willing to participate, but it'd be great to see him in a Friday project casted as Smokey, you know, and his son is DC Young Fly, which I know that has been spoken of before. I believe even DC Young Fly has even spoken about that. But I can see a storyline, a script formulated into that caliber to where it could be another classic movie that can end off or it can actually continue. So even with the idea of introducing Cube's son as his son in the Friday franchise and then going off and doing a series, it still can work. It could be, you know what I'm saying, Craig Jr. and still Smokey, you know what I'm saying? But it's in a new generation, new time with these young cats that has been up and coming. So I mean, though that is a good response to know that Cat Williams would be interested, has been interested in wanting to put together another Friday film. And yes, we have to acknowledge that some of one of the main pieces of the Friday franchise was no other than Pops, John Witherspoon. So if I was a writer, hint, hint, I would definitely write a piece as a tribute to John Witherspoon into the script because I think that it would be deserved and also an honor to his particular role in that franchise. So, I'm hoping that a Last Friday movie can come together and can be brought out here. Hopefully, it can be with some powerhouse comedians in it. That's one thing I could say about Ice Cube. He's definitely catered to the comedian fan base up and coming comedians. He has worked with them, and they all have flourished in their own ways. So, I'm not here to throw any shade. I'm not here to take any sides. I'm here to acknowledge that the Smokers is up over 50 million. So he spoke about how he turned down a opportunity to work with Martin because Martin wanted to cast him in Big Mama's House 2, and he was not down with wearing a dress. And I don't know what's up with all of the whole dress wearing things in Hollywood, but at the end of the day, I do know that, if you divorce your thoughts to a degree, if you're in that field, you're going to do what you're going to do to get your money. And some people may feel like, hey, shit, I'm not turning down no $2 million check just because I'm got to put a dress on. And you got some people who think like that, and they can be as masculine as ever. And we've seen a lot of masculine guys over the time, throughout the years, on TV, on film, in dresses. Now, outside of questioning the integrity of some of the ones who have done that, you have to now look deeper and beyond them and go into the production room and really fathom what is the thoughts and ideas of the creators who want people to participate in these type of things. Okay? Like, for instance, Tyler Perry's name has been mentioned up, and yes, he created a character, Medea, and the world fell in love with that character from stage plays to on screen, and he has other projects as well. But originally, it started with the whole Medea character. And you had a lot of people who have questioned, why was that? Why didn't you just go and get someone else to portray that role? And from a business side, I can say I get it, but I also know that it plays a psychological role, a psychological impact on society. So when you hear particular people, podcasters or interviewers speak about these different things, you try to look at the state of the man. And some of the things that Cat Williams was talking about in this interview, he was questioning those things. You know what I'm saying? Not trying to question particularly the manhood of an individual, but I guess in layman's term, what makes a guy feel so comfortable with getting in to that type of wardrobe? And I'm going to keep it 100 with you. That's a straightforward question. It's a straightforward question. Now, again, the simplest terms to put it is 9 times out of 10, they doing it for the money. But you don't have enough guys who are just coming out and saying that Like, man, that's my job. I don't do that shit in real life. Man, do you know how much they paid me to do that? Would you get? But at the same time, you don't hear a lot of language like that. So even with that being said, if someone was to put that out there like that, would you still condone it? Would it still be accepted? But again, you have to look back inside of the production rooms of people who are actually creating this content for people to come out here and do these things, who are getting paid to do these things. If I was to interview Katt Williams, I would have some questions, not referring to just what he spoke out about on Club Shay Shay or Willie D, but it's a lot of questions that still could be asked because, listen, Katt Williams has been in the game for a very long time. As a matter of fact, Katt Williams, and no one has even mentioned in their interview, Katt Williams at one time took a little break, a partial retirement. And I remember one of the best stand-ups he put together, Catapocalypse. I can't really say it right. Catapocalypse. You know what I'm talking about. December 30th, 2011. It was I'm trying to tell you, it was a stand-up to remember. And that was after his partial retirement. And if I was to ask Katt, what led him to wanting to take that partial retirement and then deciding to come back into the game of comedy? You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't gonna lie, ever since that stand-up, man, Katt Williams has definitely been like on top of the comedian game, unless it is up and coming comedians. And I gotta say, Katt Williams have definitely took a lot of young comedians up under his wing, especially when you see him being in participation of Wildin' Out. I'm pretty sure that, not speaking for Nick Cannon, but I'm pretty sure that Nick Cannon was inspired to do stand-up comedy by Katt Williams. You know, maybe the likes of Kevin Hart. And I ain't gonna lie, Nick Cannon has a couple of specials. And funny as hell, funny, real talk. So I don't know where that landscape came from. I'm just going to take a stab at a rolling donut and say that he was inspired by some of the comedian influences he had on his program and he had around him. I want to say shout out to the 85 South show. They have been booming. Their first Netflix special was incredible. And if I had to put this out there, I would say that they are the kings of sit-down comedy. Yes, I will say that. I will say that. The 85 South show is the kings of sit-down comedy. You know, I don't know where their idea originated or formulated from, but you know, they're set, simple, looks like you're in your living room. They are the kings of sit-down comedy. And you heard it first over here on Totally Unrated. And I can send. I'm gonna send that to DC in a little bit. Hey, 85 South Show, you and the 85 South Show are the kings of sit down comedy. Shout out to them guys. Now, it was a controversial moment within the Club Shay Shay and Katt Williams interview as he was speaking about Steve Harvey. And come to find out, Katt Williams and Steve Harvey had a championship of stand-up battle back in Detroit. So the thing about it is, it's not about diving in the past or anything like that. But when he said that, and I guess people were very shocked, just hours later, footage comes up on the internet showing this stand-up championship between Katt Williams and Steve Harvey. Man. And this right here was the footage of the Katt Williams versus Steve Harvey championship of stand-up, where Katt Williams, unleashed the cat, and he told everybody Steve was wearing a toupee and all of that, and and as far as going into the whole, Mark Curry has been here to the Star City before. Chris Thomas has been here. He's always here, frequent here, comedian here. Some of the people who have gotten to the positions that they're in, it's not trying to, call nobody out or single anybody out, but you have to wonder why certain individuals wasn't casted as you were coming up. If you knew that you followed from an idea from somebody, why didn't you? But again, when you talk about business, that's inside that production room. That shit goes far and beyond the individual. You know what I'm saying? So if I had to take a stab at a rolling donut, good morning, Lily. Good morning, Frankie and Johnny. Good morning to everyone that's in the bushes. If I had to take a stab at a rolling donut, I would say that there was a conversation before the end of Mark Curry's hit show, Hanging with Mr. Cooper, and that conversation was behind closed doors. And they say, hey, we like you better. I think we can, we gon', you know what I'm saying? And if that conversation happened, see, a lot of people compromise themselves into turning into this hidden figure, right? Because at the end of the day, it might not necessarily be Steve's fault that a production company wanted to go in a different direction outside of the counterparts of somebody he knew, but probably per his contract or his agreement, he wasn't able to talk about it with his friend. He wasn't able to talk about it, with anybody except for who was involved with that production. I don't know that to be fact. I'm just saying that a proposition had to be made in order for the Hanging with Mr. Cooper show to turn into the Steve Harvey show, if you was to take your mind back to that time. Again, it's not knocking Steve for his accomplishments or anything like that, but if a behind the closed doors meeting was had to where an offer was made to him to because they were going to cut ties with Mark Curry and they wanted to roll in a different direction. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and say that Steve Harvey was obligated to tell anyone about that, but if it was in his agreement that he couldn't speak about it, then see, this is how those people do. And that's why it causes controversial moments out here in society, because they got certain individuals by the balls. And a lot of people think that their money or their status outweighs the cause. And that's where a lot of people question people's loyalty and integrity. I'm just keeping it real. Now, Katt Williams, as I was speaking of, as I was referring to the 85 South show of being the kings of sit-down comedy, well, let me let you hear what Katt Williams had to speak about these young cats.
Who are some of your favorite young comedians?
I haven't seen a young comedian I don't like. If you name any of the young comedians, I'm aware of all of them, and they're all doing a great job. It doesn't matter if it's Country Wayne or Desi Banks. It doesn't matter if it's Carlos or Chico. It doesn't matter if it's DC or Just Hilarious. It really doesn't matter once we go to the young part. The young comedians are dealing with things that...
Shout out to all of them, man. Shout out to all of them, man. For real. For real. Continue to develop your craft to be, the dopest comedians that you possibly can be. And, don't let anything, don't compromise yourself, I say. Don't compromise yourself. If anyone showed an example of not compromising themselves within the entertainment, I gotta say, and even they spoke about Dave Chappelle too, say he wore the dress. Look, I ain't got time. I ain't doing all of that. All I know is that Dave Chappelle is a legendary comedian, very cut edge, very raw and uncut, and he's a funny mother effer. Hey, listen. We're going to hit the reset right here, man. It's Rated R in the morning. It's the Rated R show, man. I appreciate y'all tuning in. Hey, take notes, baby. You can't stop the smoke.
Sir, is it true you were a crack cocaine dealer for 7 years?
I plead the fifth.
Sir, will you tell us about the cartels you dealt with in your time as a crack cocaine dealer?
No, but I can tell you that I plead the fifth.
Exactly how much money did you earn in your time as a crack cocaine dealer?
I said there are so many amendments in the Constitution of the United States of America. I can only choose one. I can only choose one. I plead the fifth. I plead the fifth. 5 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Anything you say, 5. Go ahead, ask me a question.
Did you?
5. I have a secret document that I think you need to say.
That'll be all, sir. Good afternoon.
I got your sentence reduced to a month, buddy.
Oh!
Yeah. Shout out to Dave Chappelle, man. He's got some daggone specials, man, out there on Netflix and different places, man. And I'm trying to tell you, his last special was, oh my gosh. It was incredible. But the voice that really, really, mattered to me throughout this thing was Bernie Mac's daughter. Hey, let's take a listen here.
Because you just shit on Bernie. And I know the truth.
So I keep getting lots of contact about my thoughts on the KATT Williams interview on Clutch.
Hit that like. I don't own the rights to this audio.
Peace and love, family. Welcome to Night and Day Talk Media. The internet streets has been on fire since KATT Williams' interview on Shannon Sharpe's podcast, Club Shay Shay, while the late great comedian Bernie Mac's daughter speaks out in response to KATT mentioning her father's name in regards to the other kings of comedy comedians shitting on Bernie behind his back and tried to replace him with KATT Williams. Here's what Bernie's daughter Janice had to say.
So I keep getting lots of contact about my thoughts on the KATT Williams interview on Club Shay Shay. The interview heard.
It's Bernie Mac's daughter.
And I don't know, my take is probably going to be really, really boring. Number one, I want people to keep in mind, my dad has been dead for 15 years, so I have not been fully immersed in the world of comedy. I don't know the ins and outs of that like that anymore because my end has been gone for 15 years. I've got friends in the game, but we don't sit and talk about, stuff like that. So I don't know KATT Williams. Never met him. That's one person I never did get to meet when my dad was alive. But from everything that I've ever heard my dad, say, he seemed like a stand-up dude. So I have no quarrels with him. I thought the interview was hilarious, entertaining. That man dropped so many one-liners that I'm sure we are going to be wearing down to the ground in this year of our Lord 2024. But one of my biggest takeaways in watching people's responses was how people were kind of like, oh, this kind of sad. Like, I started being, tickled by it. And I've seen people say stuff like, it's like watching, your uncles go and you're like, oh, why can't we all just get along? Well, because everybody doesn't get along. Like, I think that's one of the misconceptions about comedians, and I guess it's due to the fact that what they do brings so much joy to others, that the perception, the expectation is that behind closed doors, everybody gets along, everybody and it's just love. And no, it's not. They've always been competitive. It's always been, as far as I've ever witnessed in watching my dad, it's always been kind of cutthroat. Like, you'll have, people beefing, like, same as is within your family. Just because y'all related don't mean y'all all get along, right? It's comedy's no different. But for me, KATT Williams has my utmost appreciation and respect for giving my dad his props and his flowers. And I felt like it was genuine. There are some people who have given, my dad his flowers now that he's dead, that I'm looking at like, doggone well, he wasn't doing that on the slide. And that not just famous people, just people all across the board. As my dad used to say, you ever want to be loved by everybody? You ever want to be special? Just die. It's real easy to give lip service when somebody dies and you go, oh, they were so powerful. And that's not how you felt when they were alive. But when KATT spoke of my dad, for me, I felt his heart. I felt that it was genuine, and I appreciate it. Again, it's been 15 years since my dad has been dead. If you follow me at all, I've said this repeatedly. Like, it does my heart good to know that my dad was a stand-up guy, that the man that I knew him to be was who he actually was to people, because that's the thing. Like, we can love people and think they one way and then find out later. No. And I say, like, in 15 years, if he was an asshole, somebody by now would have been like, oh, let me tell you about that motherfucker. So that is not the case with my dad. It makes me so proud, and I just really appreciate what I believe the genuine love and respect that Katt Williams showed my father. It is so much appreciated. Much love and mad props to Katt Williams. I would love to sit down and just have a conversation with Katt Williams, because I think that would probably be the most entertaining and gem-dropping conversation I probably would have in my life outside the conversation with my dad. So, yeah. So that's my take. Like I said, probably boring, but that's what I thought. Again, much love and respect to Katt Williams.
And that was Bernie Mac's daughter. She gave her response. Y'all forgive Big Nip. He was in the background. That was her response and her take on the interview with Shannon Sharpe. That she appreciated the gestures towards her dad. She felt that it was genuine, and that he dropped many jewels, a lot of one-liners in there. And she even opened up that she would be down to actually having a sit down with Katt Williams. She even said that she doesn't know Katt Williams personally. I don't think she's ever talked to him, but I think that would be very, very wholesome to see Bernie Mac's daughter and Katt Williams have an exclusive sit down. I think that would be so cool. I think it would be so cool. So I don't know who can make that happen. But I think that would be definitely a cool gesture to see Katt Williams sitting down with Bernie Mac's daughter, one-on-one conversation. Hey, if you down with that, hey, show some love in the chat, man. We talk about one of Chi-Town's greatest, man. Chi-Town's own, Bernie Mac. I want to turn your attention to something here in just a few moments, because I just got something that's just in. Before I get into that, I just want to say that Katt Williams had a sit down with Willie D. And let me get to it here. I'm not going to play a whole lot of it. Let me just get to it. Shout out to Boozy. Boozy had spoke out and shared with the internet some things that Katt Williams done for him, and he's forever grateful for. So shout out to Boozy. Let's see. Hold on. We almost there. Gotta get to it. It's the RatedR show, y'all, man. RatedR in the morning. Willie D and Katt Williams.
Willie D Live.
It's Willie D, y'all, back with another episode of information and instructions to help you navigate through this wild, crazy, beautiful world. In the studio, Katt Williams. What's up, kid?
How are you, sir?
Oh, man, one more hop, I'll be on top. How about you?
Your hop. Doing great. Doing great.
Yeah, you're doing great, man. Cleveland, Ohio.
Dayton, Ohio. Cincinnati.
When you let's see my
Okay, so Willie D Live did a interview with Katt Williams. It was uploaded, premiered 4 days ago. It's standing at almost 5.5 million. And he has been receiving some backlash because of the particular questions that he asked. And of course, at the end of the interview, Katt Williams did say something. Let's listen to it. Hold on.
Democrats plan.
Let's go to the end, and we'll listen to it for ourselves here.
She tried to play the victim.
No, she played the victim. Her husband was willing to kill one of the greatest comedians to, yeah, I'm saying, and remember, all of this has to happen. I have to allow it to happen. I have to also preserve my life. And then, after I do all of that, then I have to not press charges on you to these police as if a crime has not been committed upon me.
A pimp named Slickback. Man.
Thank you for saying the whole thing.
Look, man.
Like
You gotta say the whole thing. You gotta say the whole thing.
That is correct.
A pimp named Slickback.
Yes.
Man, that is one of the most iconic roles in television history. How did that come about?
Dumb people love dumb people, and geniuses try to find people that are on their mental platitude. So Aaron Magruder is one of the finest black writers that we've had.
Yes.
And the fact that he started his journey in the real trenches, writing for newspapers and getting syndicated across the country before he ever came to the next platform is what made him so formidable. So it was a joy to be able to work with him. Just like, you know, when I do work with Donald Glover, you know, we get the Emmy. Like, it's because you're dealing with compatible wavelengths. Like Donald Glover told me, Katt, here's the script. You know, if you do this role right, you'll win an Emmy for it. I said, that's the only way I know to do it is right. And won the Emmy.
Well, I know there's a lot of advantages to be doing what you do being in the entertainment industry, but what's like the biggest thing that you can't stand about this industry?
Nothing. I like it.
Shit, I don't know who you think you're talking about.
I like it. I love my op as myself.
Yeah.
And I think it's great. On our side of things, it's flourishing. It's never been better. All the people on our side are seeing that prayers do work and that you really have control of your mind more than you think you do. And if you could somehow possibly stop thinking the way you do and think another way, it might help you. And you'll know right away if it does. That's the benefit, is each one of these days you get could really be the one.
What's one of the wildest things that has happened to you or you've seen happen in your time in this entertainment space?
Yeah, sorry, Glad. I ain't seen nothing. I collect the footage, but I haven't seen anything.
You were doing so good, man. I mean, you was just doing so good, and then all of a sudden you just decided.
Well, no, here's the thing. What you asked was, you said, hey, Wolf, what do you hate about the sheep? Nothing. Nothing. I feel good. I feel like we're in a good position. Everything's going to be fine. Let's go, Coach Prime.
Yeah. What do you think about Coach Prime? What's up with Coach Brown? You have you been out there yet, Colorado?
No, I've supported from afar. I'm saying anytime a great individual, regardless of what he does, finds something that he can be great in, like, that's gonna work. Like, he is a motivating factor and an asset to it. He always has been since the Jerry Curl days. Those are the leaders of men that we discussed earlier. An eternal optimist, someone that's clever and about books and hard work and discipline. As a black person, we should be so lucky as to have, a black coach like that. And as a non-black person, what a great job.
Man, you just described yourself, except the coach part. And then I take that back. You're a coach in your own right.
And you as well. That's the whole thing. Like, these compliments are all shared by all of us who receive them. Like, that's what it's got to be. If you're any reflection of me, then that's what it is. That's why in the good book it say, made in God's image. It don't mean you're always going to do that, but it means there's a possibility that you could mirror that.
Yeah. Do you have adopted children?
I'm an empty nester. I have no children at this point. Glory and hallelujah. No, everybody's grown. Yeah, but yeah, I got grandbabies.
You got grandbabies? Mm. Okay. How many?
4.
4.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
All girls.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So you've been doing something right.
What are the ages?
Of what?
The girls.
The grandbabies?
Yeah.
Okay, so I have a 6, 2 4s. 11 months and 2.
That's 5.
Yeah. I realized it as you said. I didn't know how to change the story. Okay, so I got 5 breakers.
Wait, what did they call you?
I got 5 daughters. I can't get anybody to call me anything that I asked for. They've already made a decision. And that's what they call me. There's nothing I can do about it. And I'm not going to say what it is. It sounds like stop or something.
Right. Well, man, we appreciate you coming on the show, man.
I appreciate you having me. You're an icon and a legend yourself. And just the fact that you would spend time interviewing others is magnificent. And nobody asks worst questions. You have the worst questions in all of interviewing, and you can count on it. Nobody's going to mimic your questions. So yeah, it's an honor. Thank you.
I appreciate you, man. Ladies and gentlemen, the Honorable KATT.
Now, I said that was the end of the Willie D Live, and he addressed it that those was the worst questions ever. And again, sometimes you can get caught in a moment. I believe you could tell it was off script. It was freestyle, versus Shannon Sharpe. Shannon Sharpe had a cause of questions, and it was more detailed. The interview that set off the internet was the SHAYSHAYCLub, Club Shay Shay. It was detailed. It was, well prepared, well put together. Where this interview with Willie D, it was freestyle. It was more like a conversation, and there's nothing wrong with that. I don't know why people try to make it a big issue with this Willie D interview. I don't see anything wrong with it. Again, Smokers is up over 50 million. But what I want you to do is I want you to turn your attention right now, because I just got some breaking news. Some breaking news. So tell a friend to come on over to the Totally Unrated channel. This just in. This just in. This just in.
Get off your chest.
No.
You wanted to set the record straight.
Winners are not allowed to allow losers to rewrite history. I don't say any of these things if my name is not breached by these people on your platform. If you give a liar a platform to lie, then I'm not being messy by saying, hold on, that never happened, it's untrue, and there are hundreds of witnesses for each thing I'm saying.
So let me ask.
Tell a friend, we got something major announcement. Hey, this just in. Hey, this just in. Hit that like and share the live, baby. Welcome to the Totally Unrated channel.
You're saying everything they said in that documentary about you is not true.
They are lying on me.
You are supporting a pedophile.
Black girls matter.
Nothing good about me. I'm just a child molester. The devil.
Shut him down. Oh!
Come on, guys. As long as my breath is going in and out, I try to, even when I get ready to complain, I think about that and I say, you know what? I ain't gonna even say nothing. I just breathe, baby. I breathe on these niggas, you heard me? 20-some women trapped in my house in the basement in Atlanta. Well, first of all, my house in Atlanta doesn't even have a fucking basement.
This is my story.
The only thing I could do is say what's real and say what's on my heart and give it to y'all like y'all want it. You want the truth. You ain't even got an education. You didn't even graduate from high school. You don't even really read, and all of this old shit they told me. And I started believing that shit, man. Just something in me kept calling and shit. My heart was pumping this shit. It was pumping this shit. Hey fans, how y'all doing? It's your boy Kels. I love y'all. Thanks for supporting me for the last 30 years of my career. I'm very appreciative of that, and just you guys have kept me humble, kept me grounded, and kept me putting out this music for you guys. You guys inspired me to do it, so I'm gonna do it until you say don't do it no more. Don't say that though. If I met your daughter and I took your daughter out and she was of age, what the fuck am I gonna do?
Everybody, put your hands to the sky.
You ain't got no money? Shit. Sue R. Kelly.
Mute R. Kelly.
You are controlling, that you are abusive, that you tell women when to eat, when to go to the bathroom, when they can sleep, where they can dress.
I know y'all know that shit is ridiculous, but the crazy shit is motherfuckers, stupid motherfuckers want to believe this shit.
That shouldn't be happening.
Every level there's another devil. Whoever you are right now looking at me in my eyes, look in my fucking eyes, okay? I don't give a fuck about this fame shit. I'm a real motherfucker. My main goal is to unconfuse the world about R. Kelly. say what I feel, keep it real, say what I feel. You don't know me. You ain't never been in my house. You ain't never been in my bedroom. So you cannot judge me.
Welcome to the Totally Unrated channel, man. This is the RatedR show. It's not quite morning anymore, so I guess we have entered into the afternoon. But this just in breaking news, man. Now, I hope you guys tuned in last night. We had Free R. Kelly Friday. Still going on over here. We're just on a new channel, new platform, because some people been doing the most. And I see that when I say the term "you can't stop the smoke," or when I say things like, you can't rewrite history, your history has already been made. It's a set of people. It's a set of people on the internet, man. And I refer to these people as gremlins. I mean, seriously. Ever since some mysterious discoveries, it has been a uproar and a clash amongst some people on the internet. And you guys know, overall, when we had the RatedR TV channel, we wasn't indulging in any type of drama, anything like that. We point out a lot of different things, and I spoke on a lot of things that, again, just using your common sense. But you got somebody that has been praising how they can take people's channels and things like that. And, it turns me back to this lawsuit. And let me read the headline. Grammy Award winning artist Robert Kelly files lawsuit against United States of America Bureau of Prison Officers and Tasha K for invasion of privacy and violations of the Computer Fraud and Abuse Act. When I think about how these people are moving out here on the internet, and particularly on YouTube, I'm using my common sense, my niggas. It takes me back to this lawsuit and what it represents. Because as you guys know, that it is some people that seems to have employed themselves, or they are employed to do what they're doing. And it seems like it's a never-ending story with a certain set of people. And I have no other choice but not just using my common sense. But I'm going to tell you right now, I would never, ever try to challenge someone who has been in their position, in their profession for 20, 30 years, and thinking that I can match them with my persona, my mentality, or anything like that. So I want to say, first of all, shout out to all the real journalists. Shout out to all of y'all who have been doing their job correctly. I know some of y'all might was a part of the agendas on certain things, but you do your job. That's what I want to say. Y'all do y'all job in reporting news. It has come to my attention that there is a hip hop journalist, and he also covers court matters as well. The head of Hip Hop Inquirer, who has been around for a long time, Mr. Dennis Byron, for some reason, there's one or maybe more that's trying to challenge his credentials, trying to shadow his profession as if he's a crazy man or a jealous man. And I'm telling you right here, rated R, I don't see that. I don't feel that. There's no way that I can even believe that, because this man's track record speaks for itself. See, that's me using my common sense. But I see later on today at 3 p.m., he's going to be going live speaking again about infamous Sylvia. And the title of his live is, I gave infamous Sylvia a copyright strike because of her shady ways online. And I know exactly what he means and what he talks about, shady ways online, because when you see stuff like this that people praise themselves on doing online, it just doesn't make any sense. When you see things like this in this text message right here with her name mentioned, it doesn't make any sense. But it makes sense to know that this woman and others are involved in something it seems to be very deep. And as others are trying to defend and deflect as they feel as they're rising to some type of plateau, they're throwing people under the bus and creating narratives on people that they barely know. Most probably haven't even had a conversation with, but they're trying to make the public or make their viewers believe that they're totally innocent and their hands are not dirty. But as you can see, it seems like the spotlight is where it need to be. Because if you understand the definition of infamous, well, here it is. Why would someone want to even be named that? I think I heard her one time say on her platform is that that's the name that they gave her. Who is they? Who is they? Everybody wants to be deflected of the sweet voice and all of that. And I know you got people that can be kind, but you also got people that can be two-faced. And my thing is, I'm not about no drama or anything. I just point it out. And for 2.5 years on the RatedR TV channel, that's all I did was point it out. Not expecting that it was going to lead back to some people that actually are orchestrated together, who came in together to bring this chaos and confusion on the internet. So when I think about a good colleague over here on the YouTube streets, the YouTube comedian One Pap, he need to be put back in the can. I don't know how many is it, because I'm trying to tell you, it might overstuff the can. But I tell you one thing, I have to agree with her. As you guys continue to try to just point your fingers at each other and cause this mass confusion, I have to agree with Pat. You all came in together. You all must go down together. So while you all out here are trying your best to make havoc on the internet as it pertains to this R. Kelly situation, but you've made it a mess and a wildfire to where you've got yourselves involved to make it seem like you're the most important topic out here on the internet. But guess what? As the tables are turning, you probably will be the most hottest topic talked about as the world finds out who you truly are. And that's for real.
Get off your chest. No.
You wanted to set the record straight.
Winners are not allowed to allow losers to rewrite history. I don't say any of these things if my name is not breached by these people on your platform. If you give them a liar a platform to lie, then I'm not being messy by saying, hold on, that never happened, it's untrue, and there are hundreds of witnesses for each thing I'm saying.
So let me ask.
Again, this just in, breaking news. Dennis Byron going live at 3 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That'll be 2 p.m. Central. Speaking about infamous Sylvia. Gave her a copyright strike. He'll go into details about that, I'm sure. And then, like I said, you see where things are going over here on the YouTube platform as people are trying to still create narratives to go with whatever agenda that they're trying to accomplish. And I'm trying to tell you that smoke is, damn it, that damn smoke is thick, man. I'm trying to tell you it's thick. It's really thick. I will be tuning in to this broadcast. I don't know if I will broadcast it live over here on the totally unrated channel. I don't know yet. I will. That will be to be announced if I do. But it's going to be going down at 3 o'clock p.m. Because I'm trying to tell you, you got some people that's involved, and I guess he'll get into details about what the copy strike was about. According to the title, I gave infamous Sylvia a copyright strike because of her shady activity on the internet. So I guess he'll expound on those shady things. And again, I have showed you myself. I don't know what makes people take pride into doing this type of activity like this on the internet, but this right here is a prime example of some shady behavior on the internet. And I mean, I just got to keep it real. And don't y'all sit here and try to get cute with me. You know this shit ain't right. You know it ain't right. You know it ain't right. So don't try to get cute with me, trying to make it seem like, oh, somebody, oh, you're just jealous. Everybody wants to be in a position with Sim. No. You can miss me with all that. Miss me with all that. This is a prime example of shady behavior right here. A prime example. And it's going to cause a lot of problems. Now, I want you to understand something right here, and I can keep this shit all the way 100. The shady activity and behavior that went on with the R. Kelly trials is no different from the shady activity and behavior that's going on as you see her covering the YSL trials. So understand something. To all you hip-hoppers out there that's been tuning in to that YSL case, you need to really turn your attention over here to the tube and look at some of this shady ass behavior that's going on to let you know why it seems like hip hop is on trial. Almost the same way as R. Kelly's life and career was on trial. Oh yeah, we definitely in the biggest entertainment scandal of all time. So listen to me. Yeah, they tried to mute your boy. And you had your other guy even brag about how he terminated and took my channel. But listen to me right here. Hey, you can't stop the smoke, baby. And at some time, when God say he is done and finished, y'all's day will come. So I don't worry about nothing. I don't worry about none of that. I'm going to continue to allow the Spirit to speak to me because my spirit has better eyes. And while you phonies is out here on the internet in disguise, and even some of y'all even show your face online showing the demon in you. I'm telling you right now, you're no match for God. You're no match for God. I don't know what you're thinking you're doing. I don't know why you think you can do it. But all I know is you keep on pressing and God is going to bring the house down on you. So I'm trying to tell you right now, it ain't no different. It ain't no different from what the king of R&B, R. Kelly, has gone through and what he is in his appeal process to do. But when it comes down to the things that I'm pretty sure Mr. Byron is going to be talking about, it probably is going to contain the YSL trial. So I'm pretty sure that he's going to be speaking about that because he's in the courtroom as well. He's covering. And again, the reason why I have no other choice by using my common sense, to respect this brother is because his credentials definitely outweigh hers. So if anybody is trying to make it seem like this is a desperate or jealous move for views and like, man, you can miss me with that. You can miss me with that, man. But again, we're not dealing with no messy stuff over here. But I tell you right now, as where these people have positioned themselves to make the spotlight on them, I've just got to keep it 100 with you. It's probably going to, get a little messy because these people are going to try their best to deflect and distract and try to twist people's minds. So, on that note, this is what I got to say. Well, actually, it's not me saying it, but I'm going to let you hear it anyway. Hey, I appreciate y'all tuning in to the RatedR show, man. Again, breaking news. Dennis Byron going live at 3 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Get off your chest.
No.
You wanted to set the record straight.
Winners are not allowed to allow losers to rewrite history. I don't say any of these things if my name is not breached by these people on your platform. If you give a liar a platform to lie, then I'm not being messy by saying, hold on, that never happened, it's untrue, and there are hundreds of witnesses for each thing I'm saying.
So let me
Appreciate y'all, man, for tuning in to the RatedR show, man. Unleash the cat.
Run that shit up, Trey.
Shout out to KATT Williams, man. Willie D and Shannon Sharp. I hope y'all enjoyed this live. Be sure to subscribe and share. We back, baby. Totally unrated.
Is it true you were a crack cocaine dealer for 7 years?
I plead the fifth.
Sir, will you tell us about the cartels you dealt with in your time as a crack cocaine dealer?
No, but I can tell you that I plead the fifth.
Exactly how much money did you earn in your time as a crack cocaine dealer?
I said there are so many amendments in the Constitution of the United States of America. I can only choose one. I can only choose one. I plead the fifth. I plead the fifth. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Anything you say, fifth. Go ahead, ask me a question.
Did you?
Fifth. I have a secret document that I think you need to say.
That will be all, sir. Good afternoon.
I got your sentence reduced to a month, buddy.